Hello, this is Dirty Trucking. Up early. Well, this is not early, but up. Over here in Mount Vernon. My reset is done. I did might say 48 hours. Because I'm not leaving out at no 6. My reset would have been up like 6 p.m. yesterday. I ain't going nowhere. So, I set it for 7 a.m. today. So, this new company I'm at, I'm already experiencing problems with the shop and the dispatcher and planner. I don't know if it's the planner, the problem with it or what. But I'm already experiencing problems all because I asked them to change a tire. Wow. The things that have been said since then. The guy that was supposed to be getting me a new dispatcher, before he said that, accused me of being aggressive, mean, and all this since orientation. And this guy didn't attend orientation and had no part in orientation. So I don't know where that came from. Then Saturday, when I forgot what he said. Well, he was making threats. Come on, if we have any more problems out of you. Because I was asking him to change my dispatcher because of what she said. Now, that was before he went on ahead and decided to change dispatcher. Making threats if we have any more problems out of you. Who is we that's having a problem out of me? When you say we is having a problem out of me, you need to disclose some names so I can get we on record of what problem you're supposed to be having with me, and if it's an actual problem or if it's an exaggeration in your little mind, like it is. Now, this is when the problem arose here, because I asked for them to change the tire. And evidently, the shop guy, who they claim would not tell me anything wrong, who did tell me something wrong, now they're looking like, whoop, whoop. This guy just told me something that if I had a federal motor carrier standing right there in your office, would have told you, this guy just told you a flat out lie. And you would have been embarrassed. Point blank. For telling me that nonsense story that the buckle in that tire was caused by a nail repair, and then they recapped the tire and you got it and put it back on the truck with the same buckle. But you have no identifying marks that that tire has been repaired. You're pointing to recaps that was stamped in the side of the tire. Recap is stamped in all the tires because they were all recaps. This tire was never repaired. It was a load of crap. And you stood there and told me that in front of another mechanic. Now, what if I had a federal motor carrier on speakerphone at the time you said that, and he heard you? What company is this? What's their DOT number? Well, you're a driver for this company. You're at their property right now. Yes, sir. He told me that. I went in office to the people who handles the orientation and told them that. She told me, and the guy he wouldn't tell you nothing wrong, but he did. And see, let me caution you about making comments like that, co-signing that this individual wouldn't tell you something wrong, and they clearly did. And that's how you can tell that these people has never driven trucks, don't know anything about trucking. Because I came in that office and repeated to her what this guy said. That the buckle was caused by a nail repair. When I asked, where's the repair? I don't see where you repaired a nail in this tire. Where's the repair? Told me I wouldn't see it. I said, why is that? Said because it was recapped. See here, it says recap. So I walked to the back drives. They all say the same thing. Recap. It's stamped recap because these are recap drives. Where did this truck have a repair for a nail? I don't see nothing. He's pointing in the grooves and the treads. I said, this is in the sidewall. This buckle's in the sidewall. I don't see no triangular patch on there that is indication that this tire has had some type of repair. So I asked him to get it off. He told me he wasn't. Then I went out front, so I was just sitting uneasy about the tire. Because I had a tire like that, and I know what it was going to do. He's telling me all this stuff. What if it gets as big as a frog's throat? Then it'll be on us. Within 90 days. So, you going to let me drive out here with a tire that I already know what it's going to happen to. On purpose. On purpose. But I go in the office and tell him what he said. I'm like, I'm listening to you. You hear the story this man is telling me. If I told that story to your safety, what would they say? Safety is supposed to know better. Safety is supposed to know that was a load of crap. But I went in and told this lady, and then I told her what transpired in the dispatch office when I was at that sliding window, just talking politely to the mechanic. Hey, how soon are we going to be able to get this truck in? Because I was here this morning about it, and he said he wasn't going to take it off. Now, all of a sudden, he want to take it off. I mean, this makes no sense to tell me I'm going to have to sit here at the door another 2 hours, and I've been on this property 3 hours already. My load is here. He said, well, I don't know. I'm going to go talk to the head mechanic. The head mechanic, mind you, is the one that told me that crap. That's how this transpired. Because I asked them to change a tire. Now, I'm here at a company where the trucking industry is predominantly men. And I see the men don't take kindly of the authority of question by the female. But you will if you got something dangerous on this truck. Or if you done told me something that I know is a load of crap. It's not about taking kindly. It's about doing what you said you're supposed to do. Because this company says they have a non-refundable maintenance account. That means you're taking all the driver's maintenance. Even after you pay your truck off, they're still taking maintenance. You don't get it back. You don't get to use it to pay your truck off. You don't even get to use it to go get your own repairs. They're telling you everything to do with your money that they take it for maintenance account. So I wanted the tire off of there. Simple request. Said it as polite as I could. But he didn't like his authority a question. All the mechanics back there in the back was looking at me all funny, cut their eyes, acting all funny, even in dispatch. All of them walking around. The guy that actually did the orientation, he gets up walking with the guy who at the time I did not know was the head of the shop. That said he wanted to intervene and tell me, well, if you need to be nice, stop being mean. Well, if you be nice and stop being mean, that is borderline harassment. Matter of fact, that's borderline sexual harassment. What do you mean if you be nice? What are you implying? How do I need to be nice? I'm speaking in a tone that is appropriate. I'm not aggressive. I'm asking a simple question. What did you mean? I need to be nice. Stop being mean. And to who? Give me some names so I can include them in that harassment. Because that was a borderline harassment. I took it as a harassment statement. Telling me what I need to do to get something done around here. I need to be nice. How do I need to be nice? What is entailing for me to be nice to you? What are you requesting me to do? To be nice. Stop being mean. I'm standing here asking a question. I'm not yelling, screaming. I'm asking a simple question. Then the guy that's supposed to be getting me a dispatcher, he tells me, I heard your conversation. And you said I said the word bullshit. No, I didn't. He said, you said this is bullshit. No, I didn't. I said, this makes no sense. So now, not only did you lie on me about what was going on in orientation, I had the most loveliest orientation ever. Period. What are you talking about? I hadn't said a word too much. Asked a couple of questions, and that was it. Evidently, this company got something going on where you don't like drivers asking important questions that we should be asking. So maybe the federal motor carrier need to ask it. Maybe the Department of Transportation need to ask it. Maybe the government need to ask it. How about the IRS asking it? Since you have a non-refundable maintenance account, you in control of the driver's maintenance account, tell them what to do. You labeled us lease purchase, but you're controlling us. Maybe those are the individuals you need to have ask the questions. Are you going to tell them, well, if you be nice to us, who was the we? That's what I would like to know. Who was the we? So I have identified right now at this company, in the dispatch office, there's the head mechanic, and it was my dispatcher. Then it was the guy that oversees the dispatchers. And then it was the guy at orientation. I have 4 names right now of people I've had interaction with and it's become a problem. 4 names. That's not including the guy in the shop that told me that improper information. And then I don't know who it was that decided to come in here, put scratches and cuts in the metal, and scratch up the truck, and put grease lines all in the fabric after I cleaned the truck up. So, really I have 5 names. I have one that's a shop guy, the head shop guy, the head mechanic, then the overseer of the mechanic, then my dispatcher, former dispatcher rather. Then I got the guy that oversees dispatch with his threats. Talking about, if we have any more trouble out of you. What trouble did you have? I'm sitting out front on the phone trying to run this information by somebody to make sure I wasn't told something that was incorrect before I leave off the company property. I wasn't talking to you. I'm on the phone in there. On my truck, out front. Oh, you see how the lies come in? You see how they just make up lies? Let me tell you something. I looked up what the word harassment entails. And they are exaggerating. They put in harassment, that harassment could include yelling and screaming. No. You're not going to take advantage of that. I'm not yelling and screaming. My voice is just authoritative. No. And when I'm talking to you on the phone, my volume is up. And my voice is authoritative. I'm not soft-spoken like y'all. And no need of you started walking around here acting like y'all whisper quiet, because you're not. I don't speak like I don't talk like that. That's you. I don't talk like that. I never did. You talking about somebody from Detroit. I don't talk like that. I talk appropriately. Until you feed me a line of crap and then start treating me funny after you've fed me that line of crap. And that's what you're not going to do. So now, I've come off this reset. I told them when I went on the reset that I set my PTA for 7 a.m. Told me to get with my dispatcher. I said, well, I'm unaware who the new individual is. Because the individual didn't contact me, per se, the guy that said he was getting me a new dispatcher. Because he called me. If I get you a new dispatcher, would you still want to come on board with us, stay with the company? I said, well, if you change the dispatcher, that's all I asked you to do in the first place. And you turn this into some utter nonsense. I mean, you responsible for this. The head mechanic and overseer of the shop and my dispatcher. You all are responsible for this. And now, you think you're going to sit me around? Now, mind you, I'm going to let this incident, I'm not letting it slide. But I'm looking at how, before Friday, he didn't even offer a load, whoever the new dispatcher was. So this guy flat out lied, talking about I had a new dispatcher and he was going to call me. So you just telling me anything to pacify my mind. How about I get pissed off right now, drive this 176 miles, drop your truck off, hand you your keys, don't say shit to you, and get on the Greyhound? How about I do that? Because I can do that. That's not being aggressive. That's not being mean. And I'm being very nice about it. Just walking up there, driving you this motherfucking truck, giving you your keys, and letting you see the backside of me when I leave. Though you like that, though. You love it. Because they don't want nobody to question their authority. How about if I get the federal motor carrier to question authority? How about that? How about I get somebody in government to question your authority? of what you've been telling me. You've been telling me a load of crap. I see signs at this company. Now, I don't know if you all are familiar with gang stalking. You need to research that term. That is a group of individuals that's going around and doing some ridiculous stuff, terrible stuff. They will resort to anything. They have capabilities of sneak into your stuff, take your stuff, remove stuff, cause problems. They cause a lot of problems. And some of them have resorted to some tragic, I bet they can link some of them to some tragic incidents. Gang stalking. That shouldn't be going on. But it's a community of people. I don't know how they recruit these people. But it's not just one race of people. They just get recruited. It's all races in it. I've had my own kind do it. But the term is called, they are labeled gang stalkers. And this little nonsense I've been complaining about, stuff coming up disappeared, and they getting in my truck doing this and this, and all the problems I'm having. That's signs of gang stalking. And I've also been hearing some electronic harassment noise. Started hearing it when I got at this company. Started hearing it on this truck. They wait till after I get on the truck. Then all of a sudden, I believe that noise is somehow is affiliated with these software updates. And all of a sudden, my fuel gauge started fluctuating, making me look like I need to be putting fuel in here, and I don't have enough fuel when the tank is really full or almost full. And so I'm spending out more money. But the term is called gang stalking. What's going on, what I've been complaining about, the tampering with the food, they've been feeding me stuff and talking to me crazy. Even these fast food restaurants I go to. The terminology is gang stalking. That is the label of it. These are gang stalker individuals. And what they do, they call the individual they're messing with TIs, targeted individuals. So, but I've been experiencing this. I could date this all the way back to kids, to being a kid, being in high school, going through my criminal justice class. This is the true story. ITT Tech. One of my instructors, last name Miss Bill, her name was Miss Bill. She caught one of them. I hadn't even known nothing about this. There was a Caucasian male sitting next to me. We're in the computer room, and I'm doing my work. He's sitting on the side of me. Miss Bill was standing behind me. And then all of a sudden, I turned around and seen there was a little piece of paper slid over to me. And I'm looking like, look, where'd this come from? And I'm seeing this guy was linked in, and he was real close to me. And then all of a sudden, I heard her say, "What are you doing? You know what? You need to get out of here. Matter of fact, get out of here right now." This is one of my instructors in my criminal justice class. Caught the guy red-handed in the classroom doing the gang stalker stuff. And she made him get out. Now at this company, I caught a guy coming in for orientation. We were getting ready. We were done with orientation. We were packing up from the hotel. And he was giving the keys to the shuttle van of this company. This company is Rising Our Brothers. And the guy, I heard that the guy had left with the shuttle van after he dropped us off at the hotel that previous night. Because orientation was that Monday. And we were done Monday. So, and they said he left with the shuttle van 6 times that night. They said 6 times. I wasn't aware of that. When I got off of it, I just went on in my room. I ain't had nowhere else to go. I mean, I'm waiting to check out tomorrow. No, the orientation was really 2 days. You come in Monday, you're done Tuesday. A day and a half. Anyway, you get on your truck Tuesday. Said he left 6 times. But during orientation, this guy, the stuff that was going on with him was strange. Now, he took his drug screen before I did. It wasn't back. He claimed it was because of the state he took it in. You still took it before me. Yours, he wasn't back. Then they come in there talking about he need his ID. He left his wallet in the shuttle van. So he's in orientation. They asked him for all this stuff that he couldn't produce. Now, we done completed orientation now. And he still ain't completed. His drug screen ain't back. Then he was asking all these questions about should he get the truck that had the balloon payment and all this? I told him no. I said, why would you do that? Because you finna pay out all this money to pay off the truck. Then when it's you didn't finish their lease term, now they're gonna get you with a balloon payment at the end. Why would you do that? So, but I think I don't even know if the guy actually finished orientation. I think he said he went with the truck with the balloon payment. But the whole incident with the guy was strange. But this guy, I caught red-handed, taking the cap off my lotion. My lotion comes with, I had a Vaseline lotion, the big bottle, comes with a blue rectangular cap on there. You can just pull off. Now, mind you, I told you I took a shower that morning, used my lotion. I hadn't seen him, and it was time to check out. So I already checked out. I brought all my belongings and set it outside near the shuttle van. So, cap was still on my lotion. I put my bags in the truck when he finally came out. It was too many people getting ready to go over, so he decided to stay at the hotel. And so he decided to stay at the hotel, and somebody else drove us over, and they was going to bring the shuttle van back and get him. But when we got to the terminal, he put his bag on top of mine. And when he did that, I watched his left hand. I mean, he was fiddling with something up under his bag, but his bag was on top of my bag. And I kept watching his hand. I was like, what the hell is he doing? What is he doing? That's strange. But didn't know he was taking the cap off my lotion. See, that's what they do. They take little stuff. They do stuff. They take stuff, put it back. They've taken my documents. They've switched documents. They've reworded stuff. They'll cause stuff to happen. They'll do stuff to pick with you, to get you all aggravated and yelling and all this stuff and all upset. They'll do damage, property damage. They go through my belongings, all this kind of stuff. This is what they do. So I caught this individual. So now he's still at the hotel. I'm back at the terminal. I done took my bags out. Now I'm missing my cap. So now, if it hadn't been knocked off by his bag, it should have been in the trunk after we done removed all the luggage out of there. It wasn't. So, and it dawned on me, I saw that guy do that with his left hand. So I put my stuff back in. I rode back with the guy because he was going back to pick the guy up. So I said, it can't be nowhere but sit out there on the ground if it fell off on the ground, because I had it when I came out the room. And then if it wasn't in the trunk, it's got to be out there on the ground. Or I'm going to talk with this guy and see if he picked it up or seen it, because he put his bag on top of my bag where it was. And so as we pulled up, the guy, he remembered what parking spot we in. We all he looking for it too. He said, it's not on the ground. So I said, well, let me check with this guy. So he comes out. I said, hey, did you see a blue cap back there that came off my lotion? My blue cap is missing. Yeah, I saw it. It fell off. And I said, where is it? I don't see it laying in the bag. I think it fell over in my bag. It fell over in his bag. Your bag on top of my bag. To get that cap off, you have to pull it off, up and off. How did it fall up and over into your bag? No, you took it off. You thought you was moving so quick that I didn't see what your hands was doing, and you put it over in your bag. That's similar to what gang stalking does. That's what gang stalkers do. They do this stuff. They do it real quick. You got to keep an eye on them. They do it real quick. They cause all kind of problems. They cause horrendous problems. They resort to tampering with your food. They'll put something in your drink. They go in here and go in my fridge, all through my food. That's how I ended up with them bruises all on my arm and everything. Started feeling sick. It's gang stalking because they getting in the truck. And I can't never catch them with a camera because it's something they do to interfere with the camera. The reason why I can't never catch them on camera. So, if you don't know what gang stalking is, and I've had this activity going on with several companies I've been going to. I've had people especially at CalArc. When I was lease purchasing at CalArc, that's when I got into lease purchase. I transferred from company driver over to central hauling, which is part of CalArc, and became a lease purchase operator in 2014. Then started experiencing some strange stuff going on. Even the guy that was running the lease, he said, all of them say the same thing. Why are they doing that? So you know something is happening. He said, I don't understand why they're doing that. Everybody is saying that. Why are they doing that? Who is they? You know who they is? They're gang stalkers. That's what they do. Me and my family has been bothered by these people for years. I can date this back. I can remember stuff going on far as back to my childhood. I can remember stuff my father complained about. Coming in his house and trying to catch somebody. My father went to his grave trying to catch these people. Now it's my turn. Now I caught one taking the cap off my lotion. My instructor during my criminal justice degree class caught one. In the classroom, in a building full of police officers that were instructors. I mean, we had about every branch of law enforcement up in that building. And this guy had the nerve to do this in a classroom that are being taught by real officers. High-profile officers. One of my instructors was a Detroit police officer who was on first 48, and one of the students recognized him. He heads up the computer crimes division. These are high-profile officers. Some of them, the rest of them, were legitimate officers. And this guy had the nerve to do this in a classroom, and the instructor happened to catch him. Because I'm looking at the paper, I'm like, where did this come from? I didn't have no piece of paper on the side of me. And I was wondering why this Caucasian guy is sitting, moved in real close to me and was leaning in. Because he was slipping that over there. He was doing something. And she caught him. Just like I caught this guy. And I've seen this once before at a Love's in Maryland. I asked him to fax me a receipt to a tire purchase. And the guy on the phone said there was going to be so many pages coming. And one of the guys in there came in there and said something he shouldn't have been saying. And I heard the fax come in. The guy that was supposed to get the fax had took the papers and laid it up on the desk. Now the guy that came in and was saying stuff that he shouldn't have been saying, I seen him come in there. He had a clipboard in his hand. You know what he did? I caught him because one of the papers came up missing. I'm going to get to how he did it. See, they quick. You got to watch them. The fax came in.
A new important message.
All the pages were there. The guy that got the fax out the machine laid the documents on the desk. This guy walks in from the back with a clipboard in his hand. You know what he did? He laid the clipboard on top of the papers. Then when he picked them up, he took one of the papers. Because I told him, the guy said it was supposed to be like, I think it's supposed to be like 3 pages he's faxing over there. And the guy that actually was supposed to get the fax, when he went to get him, he said, well, I only got 2. It was 3. It was 3. It was 3. The guy that walked in with the clipboard took the other page. He laid the clipboard on top of him, took a page, and walked out. When he picked it back up, he picked it back up with one of the pages and walked back out. That's how they do it. So, but it's gang stalking activity. This noise I've been hearing, this weird stuff going on with this e-log, that's part of what they do. They cause problems. A lot of problems. These people are dangerous people because they are able to do stuff that is criminal. They can get keys to wherever you live, all your stuff. If you got a padlock, they got keys to it. Everything. Ain't nothing sacred, ain't nothing protected with these people. It's a community of people going around doing a lot of nonsense, causing harm to people. And they need to be stopped. And I'm noticing this gang stalking activity here at this company. Big time. So now, let me check this message. They done finally beat my computer. It's a shame I got to get up in the morning. I'm going to show you a message about my load. Okay. I sent them a message. Wait a minute. I want you to, because I verify everything. Wait a minute. It's my outbox. See, because I was not notified who my dispatcher is. See, this is what kind of ignorant messages I got to send. I said, is the dispatcher of this truck in? and finding me a load. My PTA was for 7 a.m. See, this kind of ignorant mess I got to go through after I questioned their authority and been sitting around. So this is the response. I'm working on that presently. I will have more info for you shortly. Shortly? What time is it?
You have 8 hours.
It's 8:15. I've been up and available for a load since 7 o'clock. So an hour and 15 minutes ain't bad. And depending on what time they get in here and doing their thing, you know, they come in at different times. But you're supposed to have 24-hour planning. So I should have already been dispatched on a load or had a load sent to this truck before whoever my so-called dispatcher is comes in. This is what I got to deal with. This is what I got to deal with. On top of them coming in here, I don't know what the fetish is with them scratching up trucks. See, I think this is what they do. When I leave home and come over the road, they do it to try to force me to go back home local. Because I deliberately went home local because I was tired of this. I was done. I wasn't coming after what U.S. Express did back in April. I wasn't coming back out here ever. Then I got a local job. Then the physical people played a game with me. I believe they gave me something to cause all them problems on top of over squeezing that arm cuff on the high blood pressure machine to cause the high blood pressure reading. They did it deliberately to cause problems. So what? You trying to get me out of trucking? You think it ain't nothing else I can do? There's other jobs where it don't require me to even have a physical. Then what you gonna do? You need to stop the ignorant mess you're doing. Because they caused me to leave that job. Because I said I wasn't tolerating it. Concentra, big time in on it. The stuff they do. Deliberate. Caused me to leave that local job. I could have stayed on that job. It's Monday through Friday. Weekends off. Perfect. But that's what they do. They like to mess up a good thing. Because they can do it and not get in trouble for it. And you know why law enforcement is claiming they can't do anything about it? And I watch a lot of crime shows because I love this stuff because I'm criminal justice. I'm Snoop Doggy Dog. I like to know how they getting away with stuff. And they're doing this stuff and still getting away with it. And ain't nobody done anything to stop this. This is gang stalking. This stuff has been going on for years. I've heard this terminology back during my childhood. But it wasn't put together. I've heard the word gang and then I've heard the word stalking. I heard this word when I was at Chrysler. Before that mess happened to me at Chrysler. I heard somebody say she has a stalker. They were talking about me. What do you mean a stalker? A stalker? Gang stalking? A group of individuals that come after you and do nonsense to cause problems in your life. What are you doing? You trying to take me out? You trying to get me off this earth? What are you doing? What is the point to all this? What is your point? To cause problems? You've done that. I'm going to tell you my point. It's to catch you, make an example out of you, expose you, especially if I get you on film, have you prosecuted and arrested. That's my point to all this. Because it shouldn't be going on. How dare you get keys to my vehicle, come in here and rummage through my belongings, my stuff, take my stuff, put your hands, your filthy hands on my stuff. I don't know you. We're not in a relationship. We're not married. You coming here going through my stuff. Looking at my food, touching my food. Probably unscrewing the cap on my milk. What are you doing? Coming here going through my stuff. Gang stalker? You got the right one. This is a personal vendetta. Because you've been doing this to my family for a long time. My father went to his grave trying to catch y'all. I didn't know what this was. All I know is Detroit police got a stack of complaints from my father about this strange stuff going on. Stuff used to disappear out of the house. He used to call me and ask me, did I go over and take it? No. No, Dad, I wouldn't do it. Why would I do something like that? I didn't know what this was. But I knew my father was complaining about it. He told friends of his. They kept saying my father wouldn't stay gone long. Because he was trying to catch somebody that was coming in his house. Couldn't catch him. My father went to his grave trying to catch these people. I made a solemn promise at my father's grave that I was going to tell what these people doing, have them held accountable. I'm going to expose this mess. My father went to his grave trying to catch these people. These people have the capability to send you to your grave before your time. That's how dangerous gang stalkers are. Research the word. Research the term. Research gang stalkers. You don't believe me? Research it. Type in gang stalking. Google some of the videos that these people are saying is being done to them. The noises they hear. The stuff going on. It's gang stalking. And it's right here in Trucking. Right here in Trucking. My God, crossing states. Gang stalking is what this is. Going on right here at Risinger Brothers. And I'm 100% positive. So, be careful. Instead of telling me to be careful, you better be careful. Because I'm on a mission to catch you. Because one day, I'm going to get something in here that I need to get you on film that you can't interrupt. You can't erase. You can't do nothing. No blocking too. And I'm going to get you on film. Doing what I said you were doing. Let me tell you why law enforcement don't really do nothing about this. Who cares about, like what, my sock come up missing and then reappear? Who cares? In their eyes, it's not a crime. But yes, it is. Why is it not a crime? Law enforcement. Yes, it is. Why is it not a crime? I just told you to get to those socks, you had to go through my personal belongings, which was in a hotel room or either on this truck when you took it. But my sock came up missing when I was in the hotel room. So you took a key to a hotel room. While you were in there, either trying to clean the room, and I was at orientation, you were searching my belongings. And you removed my items. And you kept them. Until I returned back here. Had an issue with the truck. Had to get it in the shop. And then they called themselves trying to place it back. So, for every incident that they say law enforcement can't do nothing for, that is not really a crime, I can tell you it is. I can tell you it is. And I can prove it is. How did they get the item in the first place, law enforcement? Did I give it to them? No. For everything you saying these people is doing is not a crime, you can't prove it's a crime. Why not? How did they get to the stuff that these people are saying is coming up missing? I'm saying coming up missing and reappearing. Documents in my apartment? How are they getting to that? I mean, you coming in my apartment with a key. You getting in my truck with a key. My doors are not unlocked. I mean, you getting in with a key. And you cause the situations where you can get access to the truck to do this. Like delaying me over there like I was in Walmart. You delaying me lengthy time to get something exchanged. Because somebody was out here doing something on the truck. You want to get in and out. And then these drivers sitting around, if they hadn't been here all day, they don't know that this individual don't belong on the truck. Except one that might be watching like me. Because I sit around and I see who gets off a truck. I'm somebody that would be able to see if somebody came to a truck. Because I sit around and watch. That driver didn't get off the truck. Then if that driver started complaining about something happened, I'll be like, hey, I saw so-and-so, this so-and-so, go over there to your truck. What, did something happen? That's me. But see, that's what they do. To get to me, they got to get me delayed somewhere to get on the truck. Then they got watchers. They somehow they just know how much time they got to get in and out to do this. They just know. So, But I have identified gang stalking going on at this company. Gang stalking is 100% real. I've been dealing with these people for a long time. I didn't put a name to what was going on until 2017. When I sat in my apartment and just Googled out what was happening. I said, stuff is coming up missing. I'm hearing a noise and blah, blah, this. And then Google responded with gang stalking. That's what came up. Then I started researching. I said, this is exactly what's happening. It's gang stalking. These people try to make it look like you crazy if you report this stuff. Because they're doing tedious, petty stuff. But not just that. They're doing criminal stuff. Criminal acts. How can you say it's not a crime? It is a crime. I didn't give these people my belongings. I didn't give them deliberate access to my apartment. I didn't tell them to go in there and search my belongings when I'm not there. Take things. It's a crime. But see, law enforcement really don't do anything because you're talking about a sock or some clothing. That don't matter. They like the video said yesterday I was watching on a crime show. They don't get involved. I was watching a crime show about stalkers, what they do, the stalking laws. And they said they really don't get involved because, I mean, it's petty. What if you look like going in there? They stole a sock. Okay, they stole a sock. We got rapes and murders going on. You in here sitting there reporting a sock stolen. Okay, let me tell you something. If you don't put a stop to this gang stalking, I guarantee you it's already happened. Some people have met to some terrible, tragic ends, probably because of these people. Been made sick because of these people. Lost jobs because of these people. Accused of heinous things because of these people. This property destroyed. Ridiculous charges of stuff they don't owe. Gang stalking. That's what they do. They cause problems because they know they can do it and not get caught. Because if you try to report it to law enforcement, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. They make you sound crazy. That's what they do. It's a mind game. They make you think, is this happening? I must be tripping. You know, you're not tripping. I'm not the only one that didn't complain of this. And it's just not happening to African Americans. It's happening to all races. And gang stalkers are all races. I don't know how they do their recruitment. What is it? What they got going on? The reason why they all know when you get in the state, they already know if you buy a new car, they already know what car you're getting on. They already know where you're going. They have everything set up and planned out. So when you get there, if something going to happen, they already know. That's what gang stalkers do. Probably got a listening device on this truck. Some type of camera. Because this Omnitrax has been saying things that I've never heard of Omnitrax say before. And it happened when I was recording a video. Talking about say a command. I've never had an Omnitrax say that. I've never had an E-log ask me to say a command. And then after I was driving, I'm sitting here. Command. It's not doing anything. But it did it twice when I was recording a video. It just all of a sudden by itself. Say a command. Talking to me. And I ain't touched it. I ain't never had Omni. But that's all these software updates. Since I've been at this company, now it was 3 the last video. I've had another software update since then. I've had 4 software updates since I've been on this truck. And that's what I noticed. How they doing it. It's through software updates. Over-the-air software updates. When I get a new phone, all of a sudden the phone is new. This is new technology that just came out. And you would think new technology that just came out is already updated with the new software. Because it's new technology. When I got my phone, software update. My laptop, software update. Repetitive downloads with the laptop. That's what they do. That's how they do it. That's how they get access. To set up whatever this little device is causing all these problems. Them downloads. I keep telling you, FBI, is you hearing me? Is you listening? I keep telling you. It's the software updates. Over the air. Repetitive downloads. That's how they get in. Majority of this technology now is pretty much, all you got to do is come up with a computer program. They got access. Now, I don't know if they got something where they can unlock a truck without a key. This truck without the key. But from their software update. But I wouldn't put it past them. Like I said, that stuff that happened with those 2 Tesla vehicles in Michigan. One in Detroit and then the other one in Michigan. Another one hit the state trooper. On autopilot. You think that somebody can't take control of their car and cause that? I'm telling you. This strange stuff that I've been experiencing, the noises I hear. It started when I was in orientation. And I could tell people hear it. Because I hear what they say. They say, what is that? They hear the noise. But y'all act like you don't. But I hear you. You say, what is that? Every time they hear it. What is that? And it starts when I get there. When I get there. Like the noise is coming from me. So what is it you put on me? And who did it? You're committing crimes. You're doing criminal acts. And you've been getting away with it. This stuff I've been experiencing, this ain't no theft. This ain't no prank. This ain't nobody petty coming in here doing this. This is gang stalking. And it's in trucking. And it's real. So, I'm going to keep you updated with this company and what else I experienced. Because I got to feel, I'm not going to be here long. Because I'm on my way out now. I want to leave now. I'd rather be back at home in my own apartment. But, when I get home, they start the stuff there. They start the stuff there. See, I went home deliberately trying to catch these people. But I got a Ring camera that when I was in orientation, true story, this orientation with this company, my Ring camera alerted me that there was motion in my apartment. So I went to click on my camera to view to see who was in my apartment. You know what I saw? A jet black screen. I said, now, there's nowhere in the world that my camera would record a jet black screen. It had to be something in front of it blocking it. And the shelf that it sits on is jet black. So, I'm trying to figure out, how did my camera not record the individual walking up to it to lay it face down to record the jet black screen? Then, it took a long time for me to get the camera to the log for me to see into the apartment. See, my apartment is not dark. And the camera has night vision. So there's no reason I should have saw a jet black screen. But it recorded a jet black screen. I didn't see nothing in my apartment. No couch, no door, no nothing. And at night, I was supposed to be able to see that. I can see that. But I didn't when I got that motion alert. See, that's what they're doing. And that's how they've been going in my apartment. They've been doing it when I was there. They were going in my apartment, taking things, and they were somehow being able to bypass that Ring camera. They're blocking the signal. They're doing something. Either deleting the videos or something. There's something they're doing. Because I can't catch them with a camera. And this camera alerts me to motion. But recorded a jet black screen. That's why I couldn't catch them on the truck. Every time I try to catch them, I come back. My phone recorder is off. I remember one day I was over in Gary, Indiana. And my camera, when I viewed the video, you could tell it had been stopped and then turned back on. It was in Gary, Indiana at TA. I said my camera was stopped and then turned back on. There was an interruption in the video and I saw it. You stopped the video. But I'm not understanding. Hold on, I got a call. Let me go on in this video. Ta-ta, y'all.